Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be making homemade cheese bread. If you're a lover of cheese like myself, you're in for a cheesy delight. So for this cheesy goodness, we have all-purpose flour, cheese, warm milk, melted butter, egg, sugar, salt, and yeast. So let's get started and make our cheesy delight. So into a bowl, add warm milk. Ensure the milk is lukewarm. You should be able to dip your fingers into the milk. Add in yeast and sugar alone. We don't need the salt at this point. The salt is not needed in the reaction we are looking for. Add melted butter. The butter will not interfere with the reaction we want to achieve, and melted butter adds richness and flavor to your bread. So please ensure you're making use of quality butter. Mix this together and leave to get frosty. Add in the egg and salt. Mix together. Add the flour. Mix together until the bowl is clean of all flour residue. So the next thing is to knead our dough. Add some flour to the kneading surface. Add your dough. Your dough should be a bit sticky. Yes, that's what we want. Knead for some minutes. Add just a drop of melted butter to the kneading surface and continue kneading. This is a very buttery cheese bread, so butter is needed. Although you can skip the addition of the melted butter, the butter will add more flavor and richness to the cheese bread. If you're adding the melted butter, like I said, just a drop. Do not add too much, as this can affect the final product. Please ensure you knead properly. This will help in the development of gluten, even distribution of the ingredients. It also helps in gas retention. During fermentation, yeast produce carbon dioxide gas, which gets trapped in the dough. Proper kneading helps distribute these gas bubbles evenly throughout the dough, resulting in a light and airy texture in the final bread. Once the dough is properly kneaded, form into a round ball. Add little oil or melted butter to a clean bowl. Add in your dough. The reason I added oil or butter to the dough is to retain moisture, and this will result in a smooth and successful rising process. I really do not understand this, my clean thing. Like, I had to put it in the fridge for some minutes for it to work well. So if you want your clean thing to work the way you want it to work, to cover up whatever you want it to cover, just place in the fridge for some minutes and you're good to go. So we're going to cover this and leave this to prove for an hour. It doesn't have to necessarily be an hour. Once the dough has doubled in size, you can bring it out and continue the next process. So as you can see, the dough has doubled in size. So like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be an hour. Mine took about 50 minutes. Deflate the dough to remove bubbles and excess gas. Divide the dough into 8. Shape the divided dough into perfect round balls. If you're enjoying this video, do not forget to hit on the like button. Comment below. I would love to hear from you. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. Do click on the subscribe button so that we can stay connected. You can also connect with me by clicking on the notified button so I can get notified of when I drop new videos. Like I have lots of amazing stock for you, and I have previous amazing goodness. So go click on the other videos that I have uploaded, and you're in for some amazing yummy goodness and treats. Just look at how nice looking this dough really is. Like it looks it looks beautiful. Like just look it, like it's giving everything it's supposed to give. So do not forget, like I said, knead your dough properly. Knead it very well. So ensure you seal the bottom of your dough properly. Just look at the video how I'm sealing the bottom properly. So ensure you seal the bottom of your dough properly. Place in a tray or baking pan. Do give space between the dough. I really do not understand this clean thing at all. Like I don't know what century or what this clean thing is trying to do. Like I had to discard it and use foil paper instead. It's just to cover the dough. Like what's the fuss about? So cover the dough. You can use napkin or whatever clean covers you have. Leave to proof for 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes of dough resting, roll out each balls or dough flat. The reason we allow the dough to rest for 10 minutes is to allow the gluten strand to relax. This will make the dough very easy to roll out without it springing back too much. This can result in a uniform thickness and shape. It will also help to prevent the dough from shrinking or tearing while being rolled out. So do not forget, just let your dough rest for 10 minutes. Please do not roll out too much. There should be a level of thickness. If you roll too much, the next procedure will not turn out the way it should. Add the cheese. I'm making use of mozzarella cheese. I preferred mozzarella cheese, so you can use cheddar cheese, Swiss cheese, or any other cheese of your choice. Tuck properly and seal well. Please ensure you tuck this properly, as if you don't, your whole cheese is going to fall off. So tuck in properly. Like I said before, do not overroll your dough. So make sure your dough still has some level of thickness. If it doesn't, you're going to see your cheese is going to fall off from your dough. So do not overroll your dough too much. Just roll it a bit. You still have some little thickness to it. Repeat the same process with the remaining dough. Please roll the back and forth to remove excess bubbles and gas. After filling with your cheese and talking properly, add to a prepared baking pan. Cluster the dough together a bit. Just give little space for the dough to rise up. I want my whole dough to be all together. I don't want it to be individual. So I want them to be clustered up together. So that's why I say cluster up a bit. So just give little space so that it can rise a bit, because the dough is still going to rise. So I covered and leave to proof for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes of the dough rising, wash with milk. The milk will give the dough a golden brown color and a shining appearance when baked. It will also add flavor and give the bread a soft texture. You can decide to make use of egg wash as well, but I wanted to use milk today. So bake this for 12 to 15 minutes in a preheated oven. So at this point, your oven should be preheated. To make our bread more flavorful and very cheesy, we are doing the next step. Mix butter, little sugar and fresh chopped parsley together. If you want your bread to be more of the savory side than the sweet, skip the sugar. You can add just a pinch of salt, and you can add garlic if you're a garlic person. So I decided to add more butter because I want my bread to be very buttery. So you can also make use of dried parsley or any herbs of your choice. This is the bread after 12 minutes of baking. Like, it's not properly baked, it's just partially baked. So spread the butter mix on the hot, partially baked bread. This will give the bread that very buttery taste and enhance the flavor of the bread. It will also give the bread that lovely, attractive appearance. Just look at how this bread is looking, very inviting and yummy at this point. It hasn't even been baked properly yet, but it looks very delicious and it's worth. So why haven't you shared this video? Do click on the share button, share this video, share. You definitely have to make this bread, and other people too have to make this bread. Like, this bread is very yummy. I gave this to my friend, she ate it and she told me it was nice. She had to call me again and said, wow, that bread is nice, I'll make it myself. So do click on the share button. So to make our bread more cheesy, add more cheese to the bread, just to give the bread that stretchy effect and that inviting appearance. Place back into the oven and bake the bread for 12 to 15 minutes on 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my goodness, just look at how very yummy, inviting, delicious this bread looks. Oh, the stretchy goodness. If you've enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit on the like button, comment. I would love to hear from you. Do share, subscribe, turn on your notifications to get notified of when I drop new videos. I'll see you on the other flip side. Bye for now. Ciao.